Hi there, everybody. Janet Eichorst here. Hmm. The topic today, are you experiencing the crud? Now, I'm using this term very generically, very purposely, because when I put things out here on the public mm, environment, I want you actually to be able to use them, listen to them, watch them, because I have this deep desire to be of service and help you. And so the words that I use and the way that I put them out there really matters. So I'm keeping this very generic. Are you experiencing the crud? Or is there someone that you love or someone that you know that is experiencing the crud? Somebody suggested that I make a video about this, and I thought it was a good idea. And let me tell you why. I work with the dynamics of crud all the time. And this invitation was to talk about it more publicly, because it made me a little bit uncomfortable and required that I get my big girl pants on. So, i.e., I thought it was a great idea. So here we are. Let's break this down. The crud. What the heck am I talking about? Let's get back to the basics a little bit, okay? Let's talk about anything that creates a dis-ease in my systems, mind, body, spirit. The crud, as I'm referring to, is when it physicalizes. We have a symptom, a physical symptom that obviously is not us being in our full vitality, right? Something is not working in its most perfect and vital form. Now we know everything is energy. That includes bacteria, that includes viruses, that includes thoughts, that includes everything. So when we get those physical symptoms of crud, that means we are experiencing something that does not reflect our organic true blueprint. Now, we could talk about certain viruses that are out there that start with a C, which is a form of crud, right? I don't like to give anything too much power in the way I talk about it because it doesn't deserve it really, right? So let me hop right in here and talk about types of crud and what's happening with crud right now. I am sensitive and experience things on many different levels. I have been noticing with myself and with clients, people that are having they're starting to have more and more of this physical symptomology of coughing, hacking, fevers, chills that indicate a form of crud. What I've noticed and what I really want to talk about today is how that type of crud is different than it used to be. And this is important because when we look at how we can actually experience crud, it means it's some sort of vibrational match, right? It's kind of like you could use the analogy of a radio station. I am not a match. I cannot hear that radio station unless I have the right frequency. And the same thing happens with crud. If I'm holding a certain vibrational frequency, we know everything is energy, right? Everything. If I'm holding a certain vibrational frequency, and say my light is not strong, very strong right here, and I'm at a frequency level of here, and the crud comes in and it's a match, I'm going to experience crud. If I'm at this vibrational frequency and the crud is here, no match, no crud. Now, sometimes this crud, I'll start with this. Crud mutates, right? We know this. Our DNA mutates over time. I mean, this is generally an accepted fact in our reality, no matter what your belief system is here. Because I'm talking about a practical way to navigate our world, and I want to assist you in doing that even better. So you're not overpowered by anything that upsets your vitality, right? So you can live in a more healthy, vital way according to your divine blueprint. So things mutate over time. However it mutates, that's not what this particular conversation is about. Not how it mutates, but the fact that it did mutate. A different version, we'll say. So what I have been noticing and working with is that the frequency range of whatever this crud is has shifted. And so, what we have done before in terms of how to support ourselves and how we would transcend that, whatever that is, right? That I'll call it a disruption mechanism to keep it very generic. How we've navigated that before gets to shift as it shift, whatever that mechanism is. So personally, I can feel when there's new disruption mechanisms in our environment. And a lot of times the things I see in the sky, that's a really great delivery mechanism for disruption mechanisms that are around to be put out in our environment. So I've noticed that. And I start to get, I feel it. I get, kind of stuffy. I notice my throat. I wasn't talking as clearly. And so I've got different things that I can do, energetically based and physical substances that help me navigate that. Oh, let me pause for a moment and see what I want to put out specifically here around the items I use. My guidance here is to be very generic with this, and I'll call that a choice point. My choice is to be relatively generic with this too, because one, I'm not a healthcare practitioner, and that's what's feeling right to me in this moment. We know that these are vitamins, minerals, and different products that are specifically designed to support our physical bodies. And if you reach out to me personally, you can use my email at janet@janeteichorst.com. Reach out to me, and I will provide you some options about either places to go or some different products that I personally used. So what I've noticed is that, and what I know is that we all have the ability to tap in and feel what's right. And so what I'm encouraging and inviting everybody to do is to check out what is appropriate for you in terms of how you navigate symptomology, because the frequency of these disruption mechanisms and the way that they actually work to interfere with the vitality of your body has shifted. And before we get off this call today, I'm going to lead you through a process to provide you with the energetics. We're talking mind, body, spirit, right? I work with the energetics, the templates, the codes, the activations, the alchemization energetics, which you can describe as quantum, where reality rearranges. We will do a process here to support that part of what you could be experiencing or people that you know experience. Okay? All right, let me check in and see what else wants to come forward here. I've said this many times and I will continue to do so. No thing has power over you unless you allow it. Why am I saying that again? What's that got to do with your physical? Your belief system really matters here. part of my, you could call it a mission, right? Purpose, joy, even things that I like to do because it's the coolest thing ever. And I'm a mad scientist at heart, is to help people get the perspective and identify beliefs that are not true. We have been so entrained with certain beliefs that things can't change, including your DNA. Now, I'm not the only one talking about this. There's super people, popular people, I'll say, that have been talking about this for a long time. And this is something that I have actively worked with for a long time because it's my deal, right? Making things possible that we thought were impossible. Our bodies are changing at such an incredible rate and in such an incredible way right now that we can ride that like cutting edge wave of being more vital, more healthy, having our game on, where that source frequency that we are emanates from us and that we can use here in ways that we didn't even know what was possible, right? And we can use that so that our physical body is in harmony, mind, body, spirit, whatever words you want to use, right? We are retemplating, creating more aligned and organic ways of interacting in our reality with our divine essence on. And so that's how we live from the inside out. This is a theme I will be talking about, the true organic you, because it's it, man. When we get that and we feel that and we are that, life is incredible. And even when we're present to really challenging things, we can navigate them with an ease and a simplicity and really that foundation of joy underneath it all, even if the sensations in the moment are uncomfortable. So let's get back to crud. Okay. Whew. All right. We're going to work with the frequency now. And because we work with the frequency of all of the dimensions and all of you aligned, we're going to invite you, and oftentimes it's helpful to put a hand on your heart and a hand on your belly, right? This main stargate here, where we can access all that is easier than anywhere else, right? And our belly, where we actually physicalize these really incredible frequencies, right? We want to do it here, right? We want our physical bodies to benefit and be really speak. We want to be, we want to experience our vital organic essence, us, the true you, right? So just breathe with me here. And I want to say drop in and align, rearrange. There we go. Open. Open up your access points to your divine essence, right? Yours, uniquely yours and universal. Because a lot of these things we're experiencing disruption mechanisms are designed to prevent us access from who we are in, I want to say, absolute alignment. Okay, so breathe with me into your belly. Just move your spine around however feels appropriate to you, where you feel good. That increases that frequency, that pure frequency of who you are. Okay, now focus on that spark deep within your divine sacred heart. And even if you can't feel it, see it in any way, just know that it's there and intend. You can feel, hopefully, experience in some way a light within you. It's there. It's always there. It can't not be. It's how you're designed. How do I know it's there? You're a human being breathing. That's how I know it's there. Okay, increase the capacity of the air, of the life force energy that you are bringing into your body now, especially your belly. And we're going to intend that you get into a frequency range where you are unaffected by any disruption mechanisms. However, they were designed, however, they've changed, form, function, mutated, so to speak, right? No matter how that happened, we don't care. Not in this moment. Because you personally are being more enlightened by choice, by intention, and by the innate power that you have as a brilliant being of light. Disruption mechanisms release now through the power of all that is sacred and holy. Now, I claim the light that I am, all realms, all dimensions, aligned all the way down to my physical body. I activate, turn on the self-healing properties that my physical body has within it by design. Let go of any beliefs that you can't be well. Let go of all of them. Now, it's your choice. That's Gracie, if you can hear. Release anything that's having a negative effect on your vitality. Release it now. Now breathe. Now receive any frequencies, templates, energetics specifically designed to support you, uniquely you. Receive that now. My dog's barking here, supporting our process. Receive that now. And we're also going to bring in, allow access to what will support you, I will say, in the near future. Whenever you watch or listen to this, it matters not. All right. The invitation is just to keep breathing in these frequencies, energetics, to support you. You can re-watch, re-listen to this as many times as is helpful to you. It's dynamic. It's designed to continually give you what you need in this moment. Many blessings to you and so much love. And I'm happy to personally, and I do this in session work, I can bring in and through a lot and support you in incredible ways in these videos and these clips that I put out there. And if I can be support to you in any way through session work, and I'm working on developing some other things to support you even more deeply, retreats, other group work, and other things. So please reach out to me if you can use some support. You know, you are an incredible being of light. That's who you are at your core, at your essence. It's how you were designed. Much loves. Much loves, plural. You get that? Much love and many blessings. Bye for now.